In this video, I want to share with you the best homepage structure for your website. And not just the structure, I want to show you how to create the copy that can fit into that structure so that it's custom to you, so that it can talk to the search engines to help you rank and to help you convert those website visitors into customers or clients, subscribers, whatever you are after. So let's get right into it. This is going to be part one of a two-part series. In this video, we're going to go over how to create the copy and what that looks like. I will give you a quick demo of what the wireframe for the website will look like so you can kind of see how the copy will fit into a website structure. In the next video, I will show you how to get your hands on that website structure or the wireframe so that you can fill in the copy that you create in this video and actually get started putting your homepage together. This is a completely free series, free tools that I'm going to show you. I am Catherine Forbes, founder of Designing the Row, and I've designed over 250 client websites on Squarespace. So I've done this a time or two. I know what works and what doesn't work, and so I've put it all together into these tools to really help you kickstart your process for your own website. And that's what we're going to go over. So I have tried to make it as simple as possible for you to get your homepage copy created, because I know that this is the part that holds up so many people on creating a website, is just what do you even put on the homepage? It's a big question. You stare at the blank page. I've seen it many times before. People just stare at the blank page. They don't even know what to include, why to include anything, just all the questions that come with creating a homepage. So I have some questions for you that you will be able to answer. You can see them here on my screen. And then I'm going to show you how to use those answers that you come up with to turn it into really meaningful homepage copy. So the first one, you should be able to answer this immediately. What is your brand or business name? Check, you can do that. The second question here, what is your main keyword phrase? And you can see I have some notes here for you in the sidebar. And what I mean by your main keyword phrase is, what would your ideal client or viewer search on Google to find you? So for me as a website designer, they might search website designer or Squarespace website designer or Nashville website designer. You can write down one if there's a clear answer for you, or a couple if there's some like I just spit off for myself. Write those down for question number 2. Number 3, what is your primary goal for your website? Do you want to grow your email list? Are you trying to sell a product, promote a service? What are you doing with your business, and why does your website exist? It's great to have a website, but we need to know what you're trying to accomplish with your website. A lot of people try to say, well, I want to do all of those things. And yes, your website can do all of those things, but I want you to pick the primary goal of your website. Because if you can't be really clear on what that is, someone who comes to your website and spends a minute or two there, if they don't know what the clear action is that they need to take in order to work with you or move forward with you, they're not going to take it. So you have to really clearly define that and lay that out for people to make it so obvious for them and allow them to take that action. So figure out your primary goal for the website. And then number 4, if you have a free offer or email sign up of sorts, what might that be? List that out here. And I will say this is an important part. If you don't have this, I would encourage you to work on this, because people come and they spend a minute or two on your website, or maybe even less, and then they go away. But if during those few minutes that you have their attention, if you can capture their email address, you will be able to continue the conversation with them. And this is so important, because just because somebody comes to your website once, that doesn't mean they're going to buy your product or your service. You need to keep talking to them and let them get to know you, and then they will be more likely to take that action. So get their email if you don't have something already set up to do that. And then number 5 is kind of a loaded question, with many questions in one, really. Just tell us about your company or your business. Like, you don't have to answer all these specific questions, but if any of these are relevant to you, like, what do you do? Who do you serve? How did you get started? Where are you based, if that's relevant for your business? What makes your approach different, or what makes your service different from others out there? And what's a transformation or result that you help people get that you're proud of? If any of that is relevant to you, list that out here and answer all these questions, and then come back to this video when you are ready, hit pause, and then come back once you've answered all the questions, and I will show you what to do with all of your answers. Now, I have gone ahead and answered these questions just for a pretend business that's in my head. Maybe one day I will create it, but I have this pretend co-working space business in mind where it's a content creation studio, so people can come and create YouTube videos like this or record their podcasts and have the proper setup in order to do that. And so I've just answered the questions here for my pretend business to show you an example of how this can work. So once you have your answers laid out like this, we are ready to go to the next step. So I'm going to just copy and paste like the questions and answers and everything, have that on copy here. You're going to need to go to designingtherow.com/free to get access to this tool. It is a free tool. Basically, I've made my own GPT, basically trained ChatGPT with all the knowledge in my head about websites and SEO and conversion. And I've trained it to take the answers to these questions that you have and spit out homepage copy in a structured way, which I will show you what that looks like in just a second. So get the tool, it will email you the link, and you will land on the custom copy curator right here in ChatGPT. You can click on one of these 4 blocks, or honestly just paste your answers here. I might start off by saying, here is some info about my business. Can you help me write a homepage for my website? And then submit. Now, here we go. It's going to take just a minute to formulate my homepage copy, but you can see here part of what I've asked it to do for us is to tell us, you can see H1 here, H2 here, a primary call to action button here. I've told it to not just give us copy, but to tell us how to format it. So this is very important for search. For example, while this is loading, I'll just go ahead and tell you, each page on your website needs one header 1 and only one header 1, and it needs to be the most important words on the page. Think of it, I like to explain it like it's a book. Like you're going to look at the book and it's going to have one title, it'll have a tagline, and then maybe your header 3s are going to be your chapters, and your paragraph font is going to be the actual chapter content. You need to think of your website pages in the same manner. So it's telling you exactly how to not only write your copy, but format it when you're putting it on the page. The headers are not just sizing and design purposes. They actually have a purpose for search. It's our way to communicate with the search engines and tell the search engines what is the most important part of these pages. What is our webpage even about? So that they know when someone searches for a co-working and content creation studio, that they can serve this up confidently because they know what our page and our website is about. Got it? Okay. So if we just come down here and we can skim through quickly, you can see we've got our header section. We've got a little about blurb here. We have what I call the 3-column section. You know, you can record podcasts, you can film videos, you can host events, build your brand. Then we've got a photo gallery here. We've got some testimonials included. Again, these are just made up. You don't want to use everything exactly as this is giving it to you. This is a draft for you to have a structure to work off of. Next, we have FAQs. We have featured content. So this is going to depend on what your business is doing and what it's about. For me, it recommends that I have a blog, and that those blog posts are like behind the scenes videos, member features, but this is like your dynamic content on your homepage that can always be refreshing and changing as you add, also good for SEO purposes. And then we have a sign up here, and we've got the contact information down at the bottom. So this is your homepage copy created just by you answering questions about your brand and your business. Now, I'm going to go over to this tab here, and I'm going to show you this wireframe that I've created to match the copy that you just got from the Custom Copy Curator GPT. You can see we have the headline section here. We have an about section here with a spot already ready for your photo. Our 3-column section here. Photo gallery ready to go. Testimonial section ready to go. Now here it's important that you include as much detail as possible in your testimonials. If you have a headshot of the person, if you can include their own brand or business name, a link to their website, the more info here, the more reputable your testimonials will seem. The example I always like to give is, I don't know about you, but at least for me, when I'm on Amazon, I won't add anything to my cart or especially checkout until I've gone and read those reviews. And I know that real people are buying this product and they like it. The same goes for your brand or business. So put that proof right here on your homepage. FAQs, these are a great way to really add some more text copy and those keywords, but we can kind of hide them in these little drop-down accordion sections here. Now, I understand that maybe an FAQ is not going to make sense for everybody's homepage. That's fine. You can take and leave what you want, but I just want to give you as much help as I can to get you started. And then we've got email sign up, and then down here would be my blog feed. Maybe for you, it could be a product feed or a tour date feed, an Instagram feed, whatever is most relevant to you. So that is the end of this video as far as just simply creating copy that matters for your homepage. Again, this is part of a series, so in the next video, make sure you subscribe. I will be going over how to get your hands on this actual Squarespace wireframe for free, and then showing you how to go into edit mode and actually take your copy here and put it into the wireframe. So by the end of this, maybe 20 minutes, you will have copy loaded into a structured Squarespace homepage. And then you'll be ready to add in your colors and your fonts and your pictures, but you will have all the meaningful stuff loaded in and ready to go. So let's do this together. If you haven't already generated your copy, go do that. designingtheroad.com/free to access the custom copy curator tool. Get your homepage ready, or your homepage copy ready, and then in the next video, we will go add it all into the wireframe. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.